You mentioned Justin Jefferson.
Right.
I said before the draft, this is fairly simple.
Right.
Pay the guy or trade him to a team who will, and then move up to get Jaden Daniels or Drake May or whatever. Obviously, they didn't. They still haven't paid him. Here's General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah on the question of the Justin Jefferson contract.
Almost made it through the entire draft weekend without asking you about Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
And just curious where things stand there. And you've talked periodically about in the offseason. Is there any significant update that's going with that?
Yeah, we continue to have great dialogue with their representative. We're excited to work towards it. We're going to keep going. You can't have all these plans when you talk about all these visions and not talk about the king linchpin. So we're going to keep working towards that end goal.
First of all, he's got the vest, the very limited edition. Can't buy it in stores. I got one downstairs. Wore it last Thursday vest.
Damn.
So I like to see that.
Wow.
He was working through his nerves by I'd done that from time to time too. You slide the wedding ring on and off just to kind of that's your fidget because you really don't like this topic. Look. One of the things he said is when Justin Jefferson signs his contract, we don't want it to be in the middle of the draft. We want him to have his own week or whatever. Here's the problem: Devontae Smith, Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown. 3 contracts that have driven the price even higher. Now, if they're going to pay him off of Nick Bosa, it doesn't matter. Nobody has passed Nick Bosa at $34 million per year in new money, and we established last week that based upon the things Kwesi Adofo-Mensah said at the scouting combine, they need to be thinking Bosa, not Brown. Brown now at $32 million per year, the highest paid receiver, new money. It's a little misleading, but they all are. We'll just take the biggest number because that's where these guys are trying to get, and they'll do it with their own contract that is misleading on the surface. With Jefferson, I've done the math. I've got the numbers out there. It's very easy to do. It's like do a 3-year extension, 4-year deal, fully guarantee the first 3 years. It's like $120 million, $122 million on a 4-year deal. The salary cap's $255. It keeps going up. This is something that I feel like they could do in a day if they wanted to. They could have it done by the end of today if they wanted to. And the longer they wait, it's going to keep getting more expensive. It's not going to get cheaper. I can understand saying, let's wait it out. Eventually, the market will dip. Let's not buy that stock now. Let's wait. We have the crop report from Clarence Beeks. We know the right time to make our move. We know to wait. No. Waiting is only going to make it cost more. Whatever it would have been last September, it's going to be more now. Whatever it would have been last week before St. Brown and Brown did their deals, it's going to be more now. It's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up. So stop the bleeding and get the damn thing done. I don't know why they don't see that, Chris.
I don't know either. I think they do see it. Listen, the one thing, I'm not going to question this group too much. They've been on top of just about everything. I questioned, wow, you let Kirk Cousins out of the building. He's a franchise quarterback, and that's a big time, hey, get out of here, and, we're going to find something new and replace it. Well, they found something. Right? I mean, so they filled that void. Now, we'll see to what extent they filled it, but I certainly like it as it sits here and stands right now. I mean, damn, everything they've done in free agency to kind of retool the team, that's been extraordinary in my opinion. The draft was damn good, right? I just think this is the last piece of the puzzle, and I think it's only a matter of time. Now, what I will say and what I hear from the league is, it's nitpicky. That's what I've kind of hear here. It's a difference of $1.5 million or $2 million, and it's wait, we're way up here with this number. Let's just close this gap and get it done. I don't think any of these receivers have anything to do with Justin Jefferson because I think, to your point, it's already beyond that. They're not even they're like $32 million. It's chump change, no problem. Is it 35 or is it 37? Is it 36.5 or is it 34.5? That's where they're at, to your point, and that's what I've been led to believe. But what I don't know is why there is the kerfuffle or the issue over the $2 million or why they can't get there. But I just think at the end of the day, it's going to happen sometime here in the next month, Mike.
But Chris, think about that. If it's somewhere between 34 and 36 now, what would it have been in September? And remember, at some point, someone leaked to Shefty that he turned down $30 million per year in September. Well, that's looking like a pretty good decision.
Yeah,
now.
they knew. The agent realized the market is going to. There's going to be a bunch of receivers that are going to get $30 million a year after this year's over. They knew. So good by them. They did know, right? And they raised the price tag.
My point is,
yeah, right.
The Vikings, and this applies to all teams. I'm not picking on the Vikings here, and it's possible to do a lot of things well and screw one big thing up in a massive way, which I think they're at risk of doing with Jefferson. You just have to recognize it's not going to change. The money that you would have saved is not going to flow back to you. At some point, you just have to say, we have to do it because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get more expensive. It's only going to go up as more deals come in. Get it done. And, and I've heard some chatter that there's frustration. There's a perception the Vikings have been playing games. There's structural issues that, that they don't want to guarantee the first full 3 years.
Yeah.
So there's a point where you just have to say, this is our most important player. And one thing that helps, Chris, Justin Jefferson and J.J. McCarthy are represented by the same firm. And so maybe that, the fact that they got McCarthy and it maximizes both players' best interests for everybody to be there, working together, getting the most out of their talents, maybe that just helps set the mood to get this done. But get it done. Get it done and get him there for the offseason program, especially with a new quarterback. Get him there for the OTAs. Make him happy. Make him want to be there. Make him realize money is never an issue again in my life for me or my kids or even their kids. Let's go play football. That's what you need to do.
Yeah. No, I hopefully it gets to that. I'm going to bet it does. I'm going to bet they figure it out. I don't think, as long as they get it done before the season, I don't think the price tag goes up or anything there. I think they realize it. There's only one way I could see the price tag going up, and then that would be because of number one with the Bengal stripes on his helmet, where all of a sudden he makes a deal where they go, whoa, he signed for a little bit more than we thought, and now Justin Jefferson's going to want more than that. That is, to me, the only thing right now between the season that will drive that price up, maybe past where they've been talking about. We'll see where it goes. I'm with you. They're crazy if they don't get it done. Get it done. He's one of the best players in football.
But if you wait until just before the season, you've squandered the opportunity to have him there for the offseason program. I think that's why you do it now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Now.
Agreed.
And I feel like Chase is waiting for Jefferson, and I don't think Chase is going to do anything. Remember, Chase is a year behind him.
Yep.
Chase has 3 years in, Jefferson has 4, so I think Chase sits and waits, and once Jefferson does his deal, he tries to outdo it. Good luck with the Bengals. Good luck. Because there was the report yesterday that they're offering T. Higgins less than $20 million a year on a long-term deal. His franchise tag is $21.8. I mean, that's Washington crap with Kirk Cousins, where the tag's 20 and you're offering him 16 a year. Of course he's going to say no to that. It's an offer he's not going to accept.
Right.
You're putting a polite offer out there so it looks like you're trying, even though you're not trying very hard. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.